Focus on me. I forgot that I got it too. I'm not needing you.
Hey guys, it's C. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. So we are back in the kitchen today with another recipe. So this recipe is actually a breakfast recipe. I saw this on Instagram and I was like, I want to try it. It looks really good, but it's also kind of nostalgic because it takes me back to my childhood, because the recipe is breakfast pizza. Now, I don't know about y'all's schools, but when I was in school, that breakfast pizza in the mornings used to be hitting. Like, I didn't like the regular pizza that we had for lunch, but that breakfast pizza used to be hitting. So when I saw this recipe, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to try it. Now, it's a little bit different, of course, than what we used to have in school, but that's what it made me think of. So yeah, it's not that many ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the ingredients, and then we can get cooking. Okay, so the first ingredient, of course, is going to be for the crust, and this is where it gets a little different because the video I watched used biscuits. And so I got the honey butter biscuits because I just like sweet bread. So that's what I got. I got the Grand's layered honey butter flavor. And then for the meats, I'm using turkey sausage as well as turkey bacon. And then you're gonna need some shredded cheese, and then of course some eggs, because this pizza had eggs on it. So yeah, so I'm gonna use about 4 eggs. And then it costs to make like a sausage gravy, so for that I'm using heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, and then some flour, and then of course I'm gonna put some of the sausage back in the gravy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get cooking. How I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up the sausage. I'm gonna put my bacon in the air fryer, and then I'm going to cook the biscuits. And what he said to do, I'm gonna explain all this now, so I don't have to do it later, but he said to bake the biscuits for about 6 minutes, and then while those are baking, everything else can be cooking. Take them out, then you put the sausage gravy on first, then cheese, eggs, meat, however, whatever order you want to put it in. And then he also used hash browns, but I didn't want to put hash browns on mine. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get cooking and see how this turns out. He also had a round pan. I personally don't have a round baking pan, so I'm going to use my square baking pan. So this is going to be like a square pizza and not a round pizza. But if you have a round baking pan or cast iron or whatever you have, if you have that, use that. I just don't, so I'm going to use a square, rectangle one.
Claps.
All in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your thing. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Baby, if you give me something, baby, if you run out of time, baby, I'm talking crazy. You do what in my space, baby, I'm late, but I can check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't wanna leave. No, I wouldn't wanna bleed. But my body
And this is how you want the bacon to look, because you want to be able to crumble it up. So you do want to cook it a little bit hard if one of them fell down in there. But yeah, you want to cook them a little bit hard because you want to be able to crumble them.
Baby,
So I just found this pan in the cabinet, so this is what I'm gonna use. Easy cleanup, and it's, you know, big enough for me to fit everything inside. So this is what I'm gonna use. Again, you can use whatever pan, if you have a round one, whatever, but I was gonna use a baking sheet. But when I saw this, I was like, I'm just gonna use this and I can throw it away when we finish. So alright guys, so this is what it's looking like before it goes into the oven. We're gonna see, I'll let y'all know how long. I had the oven on 350, but it seemed like the biscuits were taking a little longer, so I moved it up to 375. So I'll let y'all know how long it takes for it to be completely done. Y'all forgot the eggs. Alright guys, so this is how it looks coming out of the oven. Everything is all nice and melted. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and cool off, and then I'm gonna cut it and then plate it, and we're gonna try it out. Alright guys, so this is the finished result. Looks pretty good. I got a corner piece, so you can see like the corner piece of the biscuit right there. But yeah, I ended up having to cook it for a while, probably about 18 minutes after the original. What I did, about 10 minutes, because for one, I like to cook on 400 in the oven, but I was trying to go by the package, but it was taking a long time for them to cook. And then when it was time to put everything on there, of course the gravy made the biscuits softer, so it took them a while. So tip number one, I would recommend just putting like a little bit of gravy, but I just wanted a lot on mine. But yeah, so it took a little bit. So like I said, I put it up to 375 because the packaging said 350, but I put it up to 375 and cooked it. But I probably, next time I do it, I probably do 400 since there's gravy on there and it's gonna take them a while. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it for y'all. Yeah, this is how it looks. A little bit closer. The bottom is not burnt. So, oh. Y'all, this thing good. I mean, hit. That's what I'm bite. It's good. Y'all gotta try it. The flavor is there. The crunch from the bacon. Everything came together real good. And I think it's that gravy that helped, because I would have never put the gravy on there. I don't even know how to make sausage gravy. I know now, but because I was just winging it back there. Because in the video I watched, he didn't really show how he made it. He just was like, this is what the gravy looks like. He didn't tell what ingredients he used other than milk. But yeah, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Definitely 10 out of 10. Babe, you tried it? You tried it? What you think about it? What's your rating? He in the bed eating his. He said 9 out of 10. What makes it a 9? What makes it a 9? Okay. He says, you said salty or salty? He said a little salty, and I felt like it would be once I added in, because when I tasted the gravy first, it was bland, and so I added a little more seasoning salt. I ran out of my Tony, so I had to use regular seasoning salt. So once I put it in and I tasted it, it was like, ooh, that might be a little salty, but the biscuit might balance it out. But yeah, so it's a little salty, so just be careful with the seasoning salt. But yeah, y'all, it's good. Like, I definitely want to make that again. Y'all know I love my breakfast casserole, but I will make this again too and rotate it between the casserole. But yeah, guys, so let me know in the comments if you decide to try this. This did not take long. It was easy clean up. I used one pot, as y'all can see, to make each thing, and other than the bacon in the air fryer. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's really good. So I'm about to go ahead and finish this. But as always, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye guys, love y'all.